Shemai, we've got another unboxing video today. Right, I don't know if you've seen my first unboxing video, my bass ukulele, my Nick West California U bass. Now, I was extremely excited opening that. It was something I'd wanted for years. Now this one, I'm excited for a bit of a different reason, because I really am not sure what to expect. I know what I've bought, but I don't know how good it's going to be. So let's get on with it, shall we? Scissors, here we go. Right, now then, it is another bass ukulele. I actually ordered this a couple of days after my Carla U bass. Now bear in mind, I've had that maybe about 3 weeks, possibly even a bit longer. This one I've had to wait for. It's come from China. There was a little bit of a delay initially. I've been tracking it all along. I've been in contact with the seller, so I haven't been worried. But I have got myself overly excited again now. Right, let's get on with it. So, bit of background information about this bass uke. It's another solid body. Now the Nick West, I've been wanting that for years and years. This one, I didn't even know it existed until quite recently, and I can lay all the blame on our guitar teacher in school. Extraordinary guitar teacher. A gentleman called Ray Taff Williams. He's quite well known, certainly around this area and in the UK. And I told him about my Carla U bass and showed him a picture. And then 20 minutes later, as Taff does, came back up into my room in school and said, "Oh, what about this one? This is nice and cheap." Now, I do try not to spend loads of money, but as he said, it was really quite cheap, and this is where I really am not sure what this is going to be like. We're keeping everything crossed at the minute. Okay, I'm trying not to cut my fingers off. I've been out in the garden all day, so sharp objects in me are not great. Okay, right. I think we're almost there. Okay, put the sharp objects down. Yep, I think that's going to come out. So let's flip it back the other way. So let's have a little look. Oh, there seems to be a lot of polystyrene in here. I'm not a polystyrene fan, but it keeps the instrument safe. Right, okay, I'm just going to quickly cut these bits off. Now, the California U basses cost over £1,000. This one cost under 200. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of polystyrene. Ooh, I'm already getting quite excited about this. I can see colour coming through at the moment. Right, you can see it's polystyrene. It's like it's snowing in here at the minute. Okay. Right, as I said, I really don't know what to expect. Let's cut away this bit of tape, being careful not to cut me or the ukulele. Right, so I'm getting this bit off now. So as I said, Ray Taff Williams said, "Oh, look at these. And I sort of came home that night after school. I'd already ordered my Carla. And had a little look. I think it was on AliExpress. I'd never bought from there before, and I thought, oh, that looks quite nice. And then discovered the same seller on eBay. Right, let's do it. So, it's a solid body bass ukulele. Da-da-da-dun! And it's purple. You can understand now why I had to have it. Oh, there's polystyrene everywhere at the minute. Let's pull that off. Oof. Look at that. I'm just going to get rid of all the bits of polystyrene. I'll be right back. Right, I am back. I've got rid of most of the bits of polystyrene, I think. You know what it's like, they float around. Right, okay, so look, new solid body bass ukulele in what I can only describe as a mottled purpley pinky colour. Okay, now you understand why I had to have it. Okay, right, so what can I tell you about this bass? Not a lot, if I'm honest. I know they're made in China. I know the seller is selling on eBay 180 something, maybe 182 pounds, something like that. So, you know, compared to the Kala, I'm not expecting the same quality at all. And one of the ideas of this one is I'll be happier taking something like this back and forth to school if I have to. Okay, so why is it different to the Kala? Now, obviously, I'm just seeing it for the first time. This one's got rubber strings. My Kala has got round metal strings. This one is fretted with a rosewood, I think, fingerboard. My absolute first impressions, I'm running my fingers up the side there and the frets are really quite sharp. So that'll be something I'll be taking a little look at. Obviously I haven't plugged it in yet, I haven't even tuned it, but let's just give you a little bit of a closer look right there. So you can see it really is quite a distinctive paint job on it. All right, I've already noticed the two strap buttons have come on it, already fitted. There we are, there's our input jack. Like the Kala, I'm assuming that's where the actual pickup is. Volume, treble and bass on the controls. I don't know which way round it is at the minute. If we look at the back, okay, so there's the side shot. And the back, it's a bolt-on neck, all right. Electronics, there you are, you can see they're going to be there. I'm assuming, obviously, with this one, it's got a battery, and that's the battery compartment. I don't even know if there's a battery in there at the moment. The neck itself, apart from the sharp frets, feels okay, but until I actually have a play of it, who knows? Matching headstock, no name, so no brand on here. This is what I mean. I don't know much about this bass. Looking at the tuners, they're an unbranded tuner. Okay. I don't know. We'll have a little tune and a play of it, I think, but it looks very pretty. So I'll give it a quick tune now before I even try and play it at all. Don't forget, if you are tuning a bass, you've got to set your tuner to the bass setting, not the ukulele. Okay, so bear with me. I'll try and get this done as quickly as possible. Very out of tune. A little tip sometimes, especially when you're tuning something very out of tune like this with the rubber strings, is just give it a bit of a pull up over the nut and it'll just be a bit smoother when you're tuning it. Back to it. Okay, that took quite a while. let me just switch this off. I had a bit of faff in, one of the pegs was just a bit stiff, so I just tightened up the washer just to make sure that everything was fine. So it's in tune. I don't know how long it's going to stay in tune for, so hang on, I don't want to drop it. So first impressions so far, it's lovely to look at. It's quite light actually. I think it's slightly lighter than my Kala. I will do a proper comparison of them at some point. And I will also do a proper review of this at some point. So absolute first impressions. It was really well packaged from China. It's taken forever to get here, but with everything going on at the minute, I haven't been overly concerned. And as I said, the seller has kept in contact the whole time. Right, so the bass itself, the frets really are sharp. I'm going to have to do something about that. It's something I've thought about. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do it or not. I may actually try and defret this at some point. I do need a fretless solid body. We'll see. I'm not making any promises at the minute. Okay, so right, we'll just have a little. Sorry, there's a lot of faffing going on today. Okay. I will plug it in now. It feels quite nice. I'm already missing my scratch plate to rest my thumb on. Alright, the rattling's my tuner. Let's pop that over there for a minute. So, the difference is straight away with this one, it's got rubber strings compared to the round wound. As I said, I will plug it in a minute. In terms of playability, very quiet as, see it's already starting to go out of tune. Alright, it feels quite nice. As I said, the neck feels really nice. The frets are sharp, but the actual profile of the neck, quite often with the rubber strings, they can feel a bit sticky. I've got sweaty hands at the minute as well, so we'll see what that combination works out like. Let's plug it in. I feel good. Okay, right, I've plugged it in. I put a battery in when I was tuning it up earlier. On the back of it, I'll show you in a minute, there's actually a separate battery compartment. I opened it up, there was no battery in there, so I popped a battery in. So I've plugged it in, it all seems to work absolutely fine. Okay, I will do a full review of it. I don't know the bass at all yet. And as I said, I was particularly excited about this because I really didn't know what to expect. I'm sure there'll be niggly things. I don't think it'll be as good as my California Carla U bass. But then I wouldn't expect it to be, as this is almost 1/10 of the price. Okay, right. The controls. This is what we're looking at. There's the volume. Alright, nothing. There's actually a halfway spot on here, which you don't often find on the volumes. Okay. See, it's still... It is going out of tune a bit. Okay, so volume is the first control. That one there. Come back a little bit. The middle one, let's see what this is. That's the bass control. So there is a halfway spot on there. That's halfway. Let's turn it right down. So that's with no bass tone on it at all. Let's turn it right the way up. Oh, I quite like that. Alright, so that's the bass control in the middle. And then, so I'm assuming this is the treble. Let's turn it right down. Ooh, hang on. Hear that? Right, I'm not convinced actually I'm hearing any difference on that. So let me just try. Yeah, I'm guessing. Hear that? There's a bit of interference. So I don't think the treble control is working at the minute. What I'll do, hang on, is, you see the back compartment there? I will take that off, have a good look at that. It could easily be just a wire has come loose. We'll see what we can do. I'll go through everything when I do a full review of it. I'll talk about any problems I've come across with that then. I think it's only fair, you know. As I said, I didn't know what I was buying, so luckily I can fix things. And if I can't fix things, my husband often can. So let's just have another little look with this. So I'm just going to put that in the middle, turn the bass up a bit. That's quite a nice sound. I think I'd know my own riff by now. Yeah, sounds nice. At the octave. I'll have to check the intonation and that. Action-wise, again, it's quite difficult to tell with the rubber strings on frets. I'll do a bit of measuring things, but yeah, it certainly works. So there we go. That's my new cheap solid body U bass. As I said, eBay, about £182. It was free shipping. I did have to pay a smallish customs charge when it got this end. I've waited 2 months for it, but with everything going on in the minute, I've got no issues with that at all. I'm more than happy. There we go. My new. Ooh, I haven't got a name actually. Because it's no brand. I'll have to think what I'm going to call it. Anyway, so there we are. That's another unboxing done. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a like. If you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. I'll do a proper review of this at some point, and I'll do a comparison video of this with my official California U bass. Thanks for watching.